Imagining a future where buildings harvest their own rain, transforming rooftops into self-sustaining sources of clean drinking water. That's what our project will do. And so, hi everyone, we are the group Edamys, and we're going to present you our system related to the topic, the world of tomorrow. So here is our team presentation. And first, we will begin by explaining the general goals and the technical goals of our project. Then we will present the technical aspects of our project. Then we will talk about the market study, the financing strategy. We will explain some key figures, and we will finish by explaining the planning to obtain our results.
So to carry out our project, we had 4 main objectives. In a general point of view, we wanted to provide a solution adapted for highly urbanized spaces. We also wanted to reduce the carbon footprint. In a more specific way, we wanted to reduce about 15% the drinking water consumption. And also we wanted to saving energy by taking advantages of the natural resources.
So now I'm going to show you the general presentation and by making the description of with a diagram. So first of all, we will store the water inside a tank, and after that tank, we will have a filter, 3 filters. The first one will be you will filter the sediment. The second one will filter the smell, the color, and the taste. And the last one, it's a UV filter, and it will filter any bacteria. Then we will share with all the apartments and people inside it the water with equality with the central system that is using the sensors. Here is the second representation of what could be the implementation on the building. So we need to get a building that is with a flat roof. Then we will implement on that roof a slow rope, so the water will go inside the tank. Above that tank, we will have a grid that will prevent any animals or leaves to go inside the tank. We also get a tap that will be open if the weather is really bad, so it's raining, and it will be closed when the weather is hot, sunny. Sorry. The goal of that tap is to be closed and heat the water with the sun. Then we will have a second tank under the filter with a sensor of quality. It will determine if the water has been filtered is filtered well or not. If the water is filtered well, we will share it to the apartment, and if not, we will send it to the water waste.
Next, we're going to move on to a quick market study, and I'm going to first give you some key figures. So the global market for rain harvesting was valued at around $839 million in 2022. The market is currently dominated by the United States, but nonetheless, the European market has a large share of around $218 million in 2022. The market is expected to see a rise of 6.3% and reach around $1.5 billion in 2031. The rise in this market can be explained by several reasons. The first being water shortages. There are a lot more water shortages around the world, and government and companies are trying to find ways to get to rely less on the already established water resources. So governments have put in place subsidies and programs to help companies install rain harvesting equipment. The second reason is purely economic. The rise of water and electricity has risen in the past years. So a lot of companies and people are looking to install rain harvesting systems to reduce their spending on water bills.
We also took a deep look on the competition to see if we had our place in the field, in the market. And we saw that there are many companies existing about storage, water, and filtration. We also saw different products on the market about water storage, rainwater storage, and solar heating, but there are no products as complete as the one we offer.
Now the SWOT analysis, so I'm going to give you an example of each part. So our strength is innovation, because there is no pump and no waste of foreplace. Our weakness is that the system's profitability depends on the weather. The opportunities is that environmental issues increasingly important, which is an opportunity to promote our solution. And our threat is that there is competitor with a project who is close to our.
When it comes to our financial strategy, we're going to go over two phases. The first phase being the fundraising, in which we're going to reach into our personal economics, and then we will have the double of our unemployment aid thanks to the assistance for takeover and business creation. And finally, to complete such loans, we will take an honorary loan from the bank with the help of BBI France. To move to the second phase, with the help of our incubator, which will be Build a Techno Work, we will strengthen our own funds by joining the United Nations program with a minimum of 20,000 euros. Next, we will join the Innovo program of the Ecological Transition Agency in France. And finally, on the medium and long term, we'll have yet another loan to fund our big project, amounting up to 500,000 euros. There are certain services that may block our projects, such as the municipalities in local levels, which have certain constraints on the rooftop designs, which may not be aligned with what we're proposing.
So, of course, now, in order to justify scientifically our project, key figures are important to show you that it actually works. So to do so, we'll present to you an example. So let's say we have a building of 15 by 15 meters with about 16 households, with each of them having 2 persons per household. We're going to situate ourselves in the southwest of France, where it is estimated that it rains approximately 1,268 millimeters of rain. Considering that, we can fill the tank up on the roof to about 150 cubic meters a year. And in our calculations, we'll consider as well the cost of the installation, which we estimate at roughly 15,000. So what effect does it have on our water bills? So if we divide the water that we gain from the rain, we can each household can gain up to 8 cubic meters of water, which at the end we'll be able to save 760 euros per year. And in terms of hot water, since we'll be heating it as well, we don't have as much water as we need to heat, so we can deduce about 316 kilowatts of electricity. So we have again, so of course the positivity of saving water, electricity also has a positive impact on the carbon footprint, where for each person we'll be able to save about 7.5 kilos of CO2.
Finally, I'm going to present you the planning.
The most important milestone is the one that marks the end of the study research and development phase. But first, we will need to obtain approval for the project we have imagined and designed, and then get started the launch strategy, implement a marketing and communication plans, and also identify financing resources. Our next objective is to launch an improved system in France first, then in Europe, and why not in the world afterwards. Thanks for your attention.
Je peux les faire. Bizarrement. Non, c'est 5 minutes.
On a mis moins de 11 minutes.
We didn't hear.
What is an innovation in your system? Because there are existing systems of water collection.
So basically, the two innovations we have is usually when there's rainwater harvesting systems, they're usually underground or on the ground. But our system would be on the roof, storing water on the roof in a small sort of pool. And we'll add a black tarp that can cover the pool to heat it using sun energy, heat from the sun. And having it on the roof will use gravity, and we don't have to use pumps, so it'll save energy too. Yes?
Are you sure about your calculations of 760 euros per year? It seems a lot of economic ratio without government or...
So the 760, yes, well, it's more globally. No, it's more globally. It's not. Did I say per household on this one? I don't remember. Well, maybe, but it's a mistake. It's more global on multiple people and in the building. Same for the 560. So that's why. My bad.
Thank you.
Thank you again.